It's been about a year now since we first visited John and Sharon and their incredible treehouse cabin. And today we're back to see another one of their incredible creations. Hi Sharon, it's so lovely to see you again.
Hi Bryce, welcome.
Great to see you again. John, how you doing, mate?
Very good, Bryce, very good.
You are both looking very well. And this place is looking absolutely fantastic.
Yeah.
Well, thank you. Can't wait to show you.
Yeah. So last time we were here, we of course visited your amazing treehouse cabin. And this time, we're checking this one out. Can you tell me the story of this place?
So it's Belvedere Summer House, which means in French, a beautiful view from a terrace or balcony, or indeed a summer house. And it was really fitting for that. How, of course, everyone knows our story. So how we were able to fund this is my mum passed and she left us just enough money to build it and finish it. So it's in honour of Janice.
Oh, that's so sweet. And of course, it's been about a year since we were here last, and I had forgotten just how spectacular the views here are. They are absolutely magical, aren't they?
Yes, they are.
It is brilliant. As you'll see, as we look from this side, we've kept the windows to a minimum. So it does bring a surprise once you do walk through the front door. For our Airbnb clients, is you hear their sigh of relief or gasping as soon as they walk in of, wow, we didn't expect this.
Yeah, absolutely. And just like the treehouse cabin, this one's also been built like a shed house, hasn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. I love that aesthetic. I love the fact that you can drive on that road over there and look back this way and you can't see it. So yeah, it's beautiful. And of course, you don't want to take anything away because we look straight out at the Springbrook and Lamington National Parks and also Wollumba National Park down the very end with Mount Warning in it. So it's a great view. It's an 80-kilometre view.
And we only got to spend 6 months in it. Well, I did. Sharon moved me out so the Airbnb clients could have a go.
That's right, because every one of these that you built, you lived in for a while you built the next one, and then so on and so forth. And then how many in total do you have here now?
3. Well, 4 if you count downstairs where we're living in the garage. But each of these were our home. Each of these I promised John that we would live in. And each of these I changed it. Well, basically because of health and financial issues.
Yeah.
So John used to work off-site. Now this property completely funds our lives. So that's why we did it that way. But I hope we get to stay in it again. It's very popular.
Yeah, I bet, yeah. And the landscaping around the place is just looking fantastic again as well. You've done such a wonderful job with this. Again, it's such a unique and difficult property to have built on, to have got the number of buildings that you have here and to have them each so private from one another and then to have created all of these beautiful gardens around it. You've done such a wonderful job with that.
Oh, thank you, Bryce. It was a lot of weekends living in the caravan, chipping away at it. I don't know if you remember, but we were in there for 10.5 years. So that's a lot of weekends searching for the right stone, for the right wall and the plant. As soon as I did it, I never gave John a second chance. It was mulched and the plant straight in. He goes, oh, I was thinking of changing that rock. I went, no, it's right. So yeah, that's all we did really for years and years and years. I like to think of it as a little village really. It feels like a little village.
It does feel like that, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's really cute.
And one thing that I love about what you've done here is this entranceway that you've created. It's such a grand feature with the planters either side and that gorgeous door.
Yeah, the door I fell in love with. It is as heavy as lead and John wasn't quite sure. But I knew, I'd seen these bee knockers, they're artisan ones. I knew that I was going to have that on the front door. And when I saw the glass, it just looked like a hive to me. So that's why I got it.
Yeah. And we've stayed with the cladding, the same as the other two structures. And very similar on the other two, we did have black and monolith. Now we've gone basically monolith and black for the edges and trims. And they do actually blend into the countryside out here. So
they certainly do. I think it is the main advantage to using a colour like black on the house. I mean, obviously it's quite a striking colour when you're up close, but it also really does allow the structures to kind of blend and disappear in amongst the landscape.
Yeah, we love it. And the girl designed them again, so yeah, we just didn't get to live in it long enough.
Fair enough. Well, it is so nice to be back here. We absolutely loved our time in the treehouse cabin, and I cannot wait to see what you've got going on inside this one. Can we take a look?
Absolutely, Bryce.
Alrighty. Wow. From the moment that you step inside, that view just absolutely hits you, doesn't it?
We fell in love with that view, and that's why we had to be here.
Yeah.
And it's that story of just driving past and seeing it, and I go, stop the car, John, I have to live here. We turned around and we found this bush block, that 45-degree angle, that you couldn't see the view at all. And fortunately it was covered in privet tree, which is a noxious weed in southeast Queensland, so we were able to chop it all down.
Great. Yeah.
Yeah.
This place does feel so spacious as well. What size is it?
Just under 70 square metres.
Great.
Yeah. The ground actually decided the size and the
Yeah.
width and the length. So we were able to fit in our dining table and fit in some different things that we haven't had in our other little places. We have those times sitting around a table with the family, enjoying life as it should be lived and enjoying this view. And we couldn't really have a really big balcony either. So it was important to have these bifold doors and windows so we could utilise this grand Edwardian table as our barbecue table as well. It feels like you're outside when they're open.
Yeah, it certainly does. And I just can't get over the styling in here. You have done this so beautifully. There is so much character in this space.
Well, it's Sharon and John again, I think. So what we've done, still a steel construction, as I've said before. We've got all the exposed trusses, which we had an engineer for.
And I love the look of that as well. I think it really makes a unique feature.
That was another big discussion as well, because John didn't want to do that again. And he certainly didn't want to paint the trusses a different colour than the ceiling, but I think it looks really subtle and I think it looks really nice.
Yeah.
You follow what Sharon does because we end up with this. I've learnt over the years, you just do it. Right, you just do it. So.
Do what she says and you'll end up somewhere good.
Absolutely.
Righto.
That's right.
So even the colours as you look around, you know, green probably wouldn't have been in my thoughts, but we have green throughout and different shades. So, and it seems to work.
Yeah, it certainly does. And I love the lamp collection in here too. All of these lights, they're so unique and they just look so good.
Yeah, they are beautiful. They're my marketplace buys. I was a little nervous that it was going to look like a light shop in here,
Right.
but I think there's enough similarities that it feels like it was predetermined at some point. But because people come and they stay and they follow us, you know, we've had some really beautiful guests that have given us things too. And those three hanging over the kitchen bench there were a gift from a beautiful guest.
Great.
And we've had a mirror given to us too, which was the extraordinary story behind that.
What was the story behind the mirror?
The mirror was a lady that had a dance studio, little ballerinas, and she had about 10 of those mirrors in Dubai, and she moved out and she brought 2 back with her. And she gave us that one because we do small elopements and weddings.
Oh, lovely.
And she just said to think that brides would look at themselves in the mirror was enough for her to give it to us. And I was just, couldn't believe it.
Beautiful.
Yes. And
And you know what? Having done what you've done in this place and thrifted the way that you have, I mean, as you say, it's budget efficient, so that's a great bonus to it as well. But I also think you've just created such a wonderful, eclectic look in here as well. Everything looks like it has a story and history, and I think it just adds so much character to the place.
yeah, we're very fortunate with things that have come our way. The buffet, we got another story, it was only $100. I just can't believe every time I look at it, I feel like I stole it from somebody, but it's just so beautiful.
It is.
We had to have a commercial kitchen in here. So
Why is that?
Because we do cooking for our guests.
Okay.
And obviously, if we have the elopements and things like that, preparing food. So I didn't want it to look like a commercial kitchen, but I wanted it to tick all the boxes of a commercial kitchen, and it does.
Yeah, right. Oh, so that explains like the stainless steel bench tops and things like that.
That's
then?
right.
Yeah.
They're really, really super functional. But I fell in love with that piece of blue gum, and that was out of a 200-year-old house. Someone said that it had come from when the settlers cut the tree down, and it was a bench in a shed, and then someone made it a bench in a kitchen, and then it was massive. But of course we didn't have a massive space, so we've
Yeah.
utilised the rest of it in shelving and things like that. But yeah, it's just stunning. It's blue gum.
The kitchen is very serious looking. It's very spacious. You've got a huge stove there as well.
Yeah, we love cooking together.
We've got to make sure that we did have a proper oven, cooktop, and they're all with gas, so it's very easy to clean too, which is good. So,
Well, you'd absolutely want to be cooking here, because where can you find a restaurant with a view like this?
well, yeah,
It
there's
is
not many,
incredible.
but it's great. Yeah.
A few people have actually come here, and like chefs and people who've writing recipe books and all sorts of things. And they've used the space, and it was kind of really out of left field.
Yeah. And then the lounge area, such a lovely, comfortable space. Again, capitalizing on the views, and then you've got the addition of the cozy fire.
Yeah, that fire was a huge expense. It's a Reno fire, so it's gas, but it's very realistic. I think it was about 16 grand from memory.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it heats the whole place. Although we have heating too, which is probably more cost effective. It really is beautiful. And I've put the logs next to the fire, so it felt like it was real as well. But everyone loves that fire. It is really cozy.
And a lovely place to sit, relax, and soak in the views through that incredible picture window there.
They're a little bit lower than most couches, but we can sit there and just take the whole day and night in too.
Yeah. And just like in the treehouse cabin, the stone floors in here are exquisite.
Yes.
Yeah, again, it was the silver travertine, and it's done in a French pattern. So we do have the rugs in the dining room, the lounge room and the bedroom. They've actually been cut in, and all that's underneath is just 2 layers of underlay for the carpets to go on. So the tile's done great to keep the whole pattern. It's a French pattern that goes right through the whole floor of the building.
Yeah,
So
it's quite ingenious. And these rugs have got a huge story. We got them from Bangalore, and we got them when we were in the caravan. Everyone thought we were nuts. And then that one behind us, the family that owned the rug company let me pay $100 a week off.
Oh,
So I got that one, and then a year later we came back and I couldn't believe that this was still for sale. So he let us do it again. I think we never lost that dream that we would have our home, even though we didn't have one for so long. But we certainly, well, I was anyway, collecting things for when we did have a home.
yeah. You're a woman with a vision, and it has certainly paid off here, hasn't it?
and here they are.
Here they are.
Not surprised.
They're gorgeous.
There was a spot for them.
These LED light features here in the kitchen and then in the wall there, these are really nice features.
That was actually a cupboard, and I knew right from the start, as soon as I saw them, that I wanted to have them in the back of the butler's pantry. That was a lot. John actually broke his bicep getting it up there.
Oh no.
We nearly lost it.
Snapped my bicep putting that one
Ouch.
up there. So what it was basically a cupboard with a top. So what we did is separated them, put them up there against the truss, and then put in the VJ board to match the rest of the feature walls.
Yes.
So it looks like it's all one.
Very nice.
And the same LED light there above the lift. Again, I was just doing what I was told. And put that one up there, and it seemed to work.
Yeah. And the lift, what an unusual feature to have in here. Can you tell me about this?
It was basically because the property, we're on a 45-degree slope, so we just can't walk to one side to the other, in and out. So we're doing that a lot during the build and even before this house. So Sharon said, why don't we just buy a lift, then we can just go straight down. And it has worked, and it's great, just easy access to get to the garage and storage. So
And
yeah,
also, you know, John's history of trying to drop off his perch every so often, I thought we could future-proof it if we ever had to be able to get out of the garage and come upstairs. So that was part of it. It was a big expense, and it did eat into our plans for finishing off the property as well. But we'll continue to save up for that.
So you said this was an expensive feature. I have absolutely no idea what it would cost to put a lift inside a house, but I really can imagine it's not cheap. What did this cost to install?
This was nearly $40,000.
Wow.
Yeah, but it wasn't an expensive lift. Like $100,000 is quite normal for a residential lift.
Yep, fair enough too. Another thing that I just love that you've done here is this balcony. I mean, you had to, right? To, again, soak in the views, but to sit out there, you've got the beautiful chairs, the barbecue, and I like the way that you've also used the glass as well, so that all of the views are just completely unobstructed.
I think that was what Sharon envisaged in the beginning. No handrails, etc., to take away. So from the view, you can sit down, look any different way, and there's always the view there. You don't notice the glass after a while. Once you're here, you just don't notice that it's there.
Yeah. And around the corner there, we've got your bedroom and bathroom. Can we have a look in there?
Absolutely, Bryce.
Let's go.
Again, this is just absolutely striking. What a view to wake up to.
Yep, there we are again. The same picture window straight through to Mount Warning.
Yeah.
It is wonderful in here. In night as well, just to sit there, shooting stars, planes, everything going past. It is wonderful.
The Milky Way runs right from Mount Warning right through that window, and it's quite normal for us to see 2 to 3 shooting stars.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Beautiful. And the bathroom, so nicely done. The tile work in there is just magical.
Thank you.
Then again, same tiler. He's done the French travertine on the floors. He also did the bathroom for us.
Yeah.
And Sharon again picked all the tiles.
The tiles are all done from Thrifting as well. They'd gone through the floods down at Lismore, and we got those tiles really cheap because the boxes had gone.
Right.
But as soon as I saw them, I thought I'd seen that light fixture in Marketplace, and I went, oh my God, I think they will look great together. So that's why.
Yeah.
That's why we got them.
The dual showers as well is a very nice touch.
Yeah, I think this was really going to be something that was really special and luxurious and extravagant. I wanted people to feel really loved and special.
Yeah.
Like they should be. They deserve to be. Yeah.
And adding to that, what a gorgeous vanity.
Yeah, that was another thrift store buy that we made into a vanity. So it was just a little sideboard, and I thought that looked really good. And when I decided to go the brass, steel basins and tapware and everything throughout Belvedere, it looked really good. Like it just seemed to work.
Well, that brass gold look just gives it that really luxurious feeling, doesn't it?
It does, but it's quite serviceable too. It's easy to clean. It doesn't have to be so glimmery and shiny like chrome and things like that. So, but it certainly does. It looks gorgeous. I'm really happy with the way it looked.
The mirror basically was damaged through storage. So what Sharon said, she bought some gold leaf paint. So we patched all of it up with gold leaf.
Yeah.
So therefore ties in with the vanity and looks like it was meant to be.
It gives it that wabi-sabi look, doesn't it?
Yes, I know. And John thought I was nuts, but I said, look, it's a Japanese way of repairing things. Let's give it a go.
Brilliant. And back to the bedroom, lovely sized bed in here.
Yeah, it's a king-size bed. It's a cloud, really, to sleep on.
It does look like a cloud, doesn't it?
Yeah, I just went real natural, neutral tones, not take anything away from the view, keep it really simple, and I think it works quite well.
It certainly does. And lots of storage space in here as well, a really nice big wardrobe.
Yeah, well, we got the chest of drawers. It's 3 metres long from Marketplace, and John restored those. And then we just used IKEA pantries for the top for all the hanging space. And it gave this great area in the middle, which I decided would be for our library. So it sort of worked really well. John thought his golf shoes were going in there, but they weren't.
Yeah, then again, I missed that. But also what we've got, because we did the VJ, we dropped the ceilings in here as being a bedroom and bathroom, and therefore followed the panelling on the doors exactly the same way. And I think it works in here. And another mirror that had to be repaired, we did the golf leaf again, and yeah.
Looks great
I think
again.
that works good too.
It sure does.
Yeah.
How long's it been now since you've built this place?
This place is about 2 years old now. Yeah.
And I can imagine that being here must just be an absolute dream.
It is. It's a real pinch me moment to feel like we've actually achieved what we wanted to achieve here. Right back before all the wheels fell off the cart, and financially through the GFC, through real poor decisions on our part, no one else's fault. And then to grind away and then to actually celebrate Mum's life by building this out of respect for her and what she's done for us. It's a dream come true. Belvedere is the heart of every single thing coming together to actually show the appreciation, the love for my mother, love for each other, determination, resilience. And then it shines like this beautiful place. And then to be able to share it, it's incredible.
I suppose it means accomplishment is really what Belvedere is, that we put it all together. And we did it together, Sharon and I. So
We never gave up.
yeah, it never gave up. So
Never
thick and
gave
thin.
up.
So the day we're not here, it's going to be a sad day.
And can we talk about the budget that was involved in building this? Obviously, you did so much of the work yourself. You've really thrifted for a lot of the materials in here, but it's still a real feat of engineering to have built in this location and what you've constructed here. Can we talk about the cost that was involved in making this possible?
Absolutely. Mum left us $289,000 and we used every cent.
Yeah.
But that included the furniture and that sort of thing too.
Great. Does that include the garage downstairs as well?
Yes, it does.
And of course, you already had the land.
Yes.
This whole build didn't take that long.
No, we had it to...
Once we got it to lock up and then finished, it was only about 6 weeks.
Yeah.
So then we could move
ready
in, and
for
we
the
did.
paint
So
stage. Yeah.
And this is a property that you've now poured so much of yourselves into, and so much love and so much attention to every little detail that you've built into this place. But you're about to have another really big life transition, aren't you?
yeah, we are. You talked about future-proofing. We're going to actually put it on the market. It's on the market. We're just actually going to head north, up to North Queensland, buy a unit and future-proof for ourselves for getting a little bit older. It's just getting, a little bit harder to do as we got older.
And be closer to our son that's in the country too.
We never thought we would leave here.
Yeah.
So, but it was a big decision to commit to leaving because, as you know, we put a lot into it.
Yeah. We're really leaving it in such a good space for future people to come in and make it their own.
Yeah.
And it's something that I'm very proud of my husband for getting us to this stage, to come here with nothing but an old caravan and to get to the point where we might be able to leave here and have a decent retirement is like a pinch me moment.
Yeah.
Like it's just really incredible. But I really can't wait to see what happens to it in the future with some new
I think
energy.
we'll be coming back in the future to have a look.
As guests, yeah. Well, I think that you have both been through so much in your lives, and you have had such an incredible story arc from everything that you've been through with the bankruptcy, starting again with absolutely nothing. Everything that you've built and created here is just so inspiring, and I think that whatever you do next is going to be equally as amazing, and I cannot wait to see it. So once again, thank you so much for sharing your beautiful home with me.
Thank you, Bryce.
John and Sharon are amazing. What they have created here is something really extraordinary, and the journey that it took them to get here was really quite a steep mountain to climb. You can tell that they have just poured so much of themselves into this place, and they have worked so hard to make this happen, and to have climbed from where they were to here, and to now be in a situation where they're able to now retire and create their dream retirement, even though that means the heartbreak of letting this place go. I think it is one final gift that this home and this place will now give them.